EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. Clifton.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 22, Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go now.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Harris.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off play action. Clifton. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because, you know, Coach.
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Clifton. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On second down, this is Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Clifton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Off play action. Clifton. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Cup 19, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Out to his left.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go
The
now.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition's...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Ravens 31, Steelers 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Clifton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off the play fake, Clifton. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hey, ready.
This is Harris on the draw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back in 60.
On first down, Clifton. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Check.
Now receiver in motion left.
Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Now they send a man in motion right. they'll run the option right. They run for it with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From way up at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Jackson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
77 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
From the 6. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On 1st and 10, Clifton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
19.
Off play action. Clifton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
19 right.
Looking to throw. Clifton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Clifton. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Clifton.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd down, Clifton. It's brought in by Harris. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Off play action. Clifton.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Off the play fake. Clifton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Clifton. And my goodness, another interception. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So with that, need 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?
This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England